So good morning students, welcome to your commerce class. So today we will start our next chapter, that is import and export trade. So in this chapter we will discuss that what is import trade, its meaning, objectives or purposes, then export trade, its meaning and objectives or purposes. So this is what we are going to discuss today. So first of all we will discuss some key terms that today we are using. So first one is that import means, for example, like every country needs food, oil, cars, buses, aeroplanes, but every country is not sufficient. So hence it has to purchase things from other countries, and this buying of goods or this buying of things from other countries is called as import. So import means that it involves buying goods and services from the foreign country. For example, like India imports oil from Kuwait. Likewise, India imports powerful weapons from USA for defense. India also imports luxury cars from Germany. So these are the examples that are included in import trade. Next one is export. So for example, like India most famous goods for export are tea, jute and spices. India exports tea to England. So simply we can say that export trade means that it involves selling goods and services to foreign countries. So now we will start our chapter, that is import and export trade. So first of all we will discuss import trade. For example, like buying of oil by India from Kuwait is an example of imports. Likewise, US imports oil from Canada. Likewise, cars from Japan and Germany, and a large variety of products from China. So when a trader of one country purchases goods from the traders of other countries, it is called as import trade. So import trade is an important tool for the economic development of developing countries. Countries import goods which are not produced by them, either because of cost advantage or physical difficulties, or even goods which are not produced in sufficient quantities as to meet their requirements. So in our country, the government of India regulates the imports of the country. Next we will discuss the objectives or purposes of import trade. So in this we are going to discuss that its first objective is to meet consumer demand, then to improve standard of living, to speed up industrialization, to overcome shortages due to natural calamities, to ensure country's national defense. So first of all we will discuss our first point, that is to meet consumer demands. So for example, like India imports petroleum products to meet its demand. So the goods which are in demand but are not available in the country are imported from the other countries to fulfill the demand of consumers of home country. Next one is to speed up industrialization. For example, like India imports new and modern electric machinery and equipment, organic chemicals, parts of computers, cars and motorcycle parts from other countries like USA, UK. Most of the developing countries import scarce raw material and capital goods and advanced technologies that are required for rapid industrial development. Next one is to overcome shortages due to natural calamities. So natural calamities like floods, droughts, earthquakes. In these situations, most of the countries import goods like food grains from other countries. So during famine, a country import food grains and other essential commodities to prevent starvation. So droughts, floods, earthquakes are and other natural resources might create famine in the country. So its next objective is to improve standard of living. For example, like in India, there are multinational companies like Microsoft, Nestle, Procter and Gamble, Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, then Sony Corporation, etc. So that provides wide range of products in our country. So imports enable consumers in the home country to enjoy a wide variety of products of high quality. In this way, their standard of living can be improved. Next one is to ensure the country's national defense. So for example, like countries like India import defense equipment for its armed forces like army, air force and navy. So such imports enable the country to ensure its sovereignty and territorial integrity. So next we will discuss our export trade. For example, like if factory A in Japan sells computer components to a company in China, that means factory A is exporting. Likewise, India's most famous goods for export are tea, jute and spices. So when a trader of one country sells goods to traders of other countries, it is called as the export trade. So these days every country has to buy certain commodities from other countries. In order to make payment to foreign countries, a nation requires foreign exchange. So therefore a country must export and earn foreign exchange. So developing countries like India requires considerable foreign exchange to pay for its imports. So the government of India has taken several steps to encourage exports like exemption of custom duty, transport concessions, cheap finance. Means that we can easily transport our goods from other countries. So next we will discuss the objectives of export trade. So in this we are going to discuss that its objectives like to make better utilization of resources, to increase national income, to sell surplus goods, to earn foreign exchange, to increase international cooperation, to increase government revenue, and last one is to generate employment. So first point is to make better utilization of resources. For example, like now a country exports only those goods in which they specialize, like Punjab. Punjab is specialized in agricultural goods and they produces it on a large scale so that they can export those goods to the other countries. So export trade widens the market for goods. A country can make better utilization of its resources by producing goods on a large scale, both for domestic use and for export purposes. Next one is to increase national income. So when a country exports its goods, various duties are charged and thus the national income increases. So export trade helps a country to increase its national income. Increase in national income means that it improves the quality of life of the people and raises the standard of living. Next one is to sell surplus goods. So for example, like Punjab is specialized in agricultural products and these are exported to the other countries. So a country may produce a commodity in a huge quantity that are more than its needs. So the country can sell its surplus output to the other countries. So in this way, export trade helps the countries to sell their surplus goods and earn foreign money or foreign currency. Next one is to earn foreign exchange. So for example, like India is now exporting a wide variety of goods and services like precious stones and gems, spices, cereals, cotton, textiles, seafoods, etc. And due to this, India is earning foreign income. So a country can earn valuable foreign exchange through exports. So the amount of foreign exchange so earned can be utilized to import scarce capital goods. Next one is to create national or international cooperation. So export trade improves mutual understanding and cooperation between various nations. Then next one is to increase government revenue. So for example, like the government imposes duties on imports and exports like custom duty, shipment fees, likewise license. So export trade generates revenue from the government in the form of custom duties and excise duty. The government can utilize these funds for public welfare activities. So next one is to generate employment. So for example, like now various MNCs like Amazon, Ola have opened in India, which have created employment opportunities for the people of India. The growth of export trade has created employment opportunities for a large number of people. So in this way, the import and export trade provides benefits to the various nations. So this is all about today's topic. So now you have to write your question answers. So your first question is, define import trade and explain its objectives. Your second question is that, what do you mean by export trade? Discuss its objectives. So go through the various YouTube links so that you can get the better knowledge of these questions or on these topics, so that you can easily write the answer of these questions.